Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your host, Joel Hawkins, with another Mix It Up podcast, and I'm here with me. Sorry, I know that I wasn't thinking very clearly.
It's all right. I didn't have my headphones correctly, so I guess you just cut me out. Aich Jones over here on the left side. Oh, yeah.
Did we do DNA already? Yeah. Today we're going to be doing BTS DNA, so we're going to be checking that out today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell notification so you know when new things are coming out. And I hope you're having a good day. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I don't know what to do with my hands.
You know? Weather's nice out here, at least.
Yeah,
hopefully
finally,
it's good out there.
Finally, it's not burning hot, but I did find out one thing, which is very unusual. It was 50 something last night. Mm-hmm. Somehow my house, that's the reason why it's been so hot during the summer. I don't know if what they did on the outside of the walls of this apartment complex, if they made it like super insulated, because it was 50 outside. I had it set on like, I don't know, 76 when it came to cold, like the cold air's on, no heat on. Yeah, it stayed 76 in this place. I was like, the insulation must be like, anything cold, stay out. Like, I just have a feeling like it's alive and it's purposely making anything cold stay out, which I like cold. Trap it in, man.
It's like it's supposed to come inside.
I would prefer refrigerator. I'm fat. Creepy, that whistle thing. Bigot. I love how when you say it quick, it's bigot.
서로를 불러왔던 것처럼 내 혈관 속 뒤에 네가 말해줘 내가 찾아 헤맸던 너라는 걸 우리 만남을 수학의 공식 Don't go where you born 우주의 선미 내게 주어진 운명의 거 너는 내 꿈의 출처 Take it 너에게 내민 내 손은 좀 해질 숙명 걱정하지 말라 이 모든 건 우연이 아니니까 우리 완전 달라 baby 운명을 찾아낸 둘이니까 우주가 생긴 그날부터 계속 무한의 세기를 넘어서 계속 우린 저 생에도 아마 땀 생에도 영원히 함께니까 모든 건 우연이 아니니까 운명을 찾아낸 둘이니까
I want it this love I want it real love 난 너에게만 집중해 좀 더 세게 날 이끄네
태초의 DNA가 널 원하는데 이건 필연이야 I love it 우리만이 true love it
그녀를 볼 때마다 서술화책에 놀라 신기하게 자꾸만 숨이 멎는 참 이상한 설마 이런 게 말로만 듣던 사랑이란 감정일까 애초부터 내 심장은 널 향해 두니까
걱정하지 말라 이 모든 건 우연이 아니니까 우리 완전 달라 baby 운명을 찾아낸 둘이니까 우주가 생긴 그날부터 계속 무한의 세계를 넘어서 계속 우리 전생에도 아마 땀생에도 영원히 함께니까 이 모든 건 우연이 아니니까 운명을 찾아낸 둘이니까 돌아보지 말라 운명을 찾아낸 우리니까 후회하지 마라 baby
영원히 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 함께니까 걱정하지 말라 모든 건 우연이 아니니까 우리 완전 달라 baby 너를 찾아낸 둘이니까 우연이 아니니까 우연이 아니니까
I kind of thought that was gonna keep going.
I was like,
I know, right?
okay, no.
I was like, wait for it. Wait for it. It's gonna keep going. I promise you. I feel like it's gonna keep going. Like that literally. Yeah. I mean, they ended it right. We should have guessed that, but it was almost like
that's because the camera was still zooming in.
Yeah.
So like,
and,
okay.
and the way that song is smooth, it feels like it could just go on forever. But no, I like the song. I thought it was well written, well produced. The art direction was really trippy because like
what
started
year
out
did that come out?
Extremely like colorful, but it was kind of weird. It was like when they had the space aspect, you had the darker colors, and so they were in the room, and then you had like it wasn't as colorful. But I get what they're saying is like our love is in our DNA, you know, since the creation of the universe, you know, we'll love for all time because it'll just be recreating energy. Because they are right. That is pure science, is that energy cannot be destroyed. It just converts. So in their mind, the aspect of, you know, J-Hope will convert into energy and last for all time, you know, or, you know, RM, or each one of them will last for all time. So the love will continue on throughout the creation of the universe because the universe is ever expanding. Like even right now, it's expanding. So, yeah, I like the idea of it. I like the song, the message. I like the writing. I like the look of it. The choreography was hardcore. I will say that. Like they were like on point. Like they must have practiced the crap out of it. No, I don't. But that was impressive that they were like when they all connected hands. Yeah. And like they were like moving robotic style, like they were.
Because the energy just flows.
Well, they were talking about DNA. So it kind of reminded me of like when an amoeba, not an amoeba, like it's growing all together, you know, different parts, some of the parts growing. And I mean some as in plus altogether, some of the parts. Yeah.
I like how they threw in a little dubstep.
Yeah, a little bit. Well, yeah.
I thought I was looking when it came out, because this came out in 17.
Because sometimes dubstep, like the way to actually talk like what dubstep is like, yes, it's a beat, it's this and that, but it always has that moment where it's like, dubstep has to make you feel uncomfortable because it hits that note where it's like it does that thing that you have to at least have one or two drops like that where it's like, you know, where it just kind of makes you go, what the fuck just happened? Like who was really good at that was Skrillex.
He's the one that everybody knows of.
Yeah, some of the noises that dude would create would be like, wow, that's so crazy. That had such a short life, that music. Like a very small life.
Like what, 2 years, if that?
If that, yeah. And then it just became like a joke after that. Like that's what it was. Like even the cyberpunk era of music has lasted longer, which is weird because that's just based on a video game and a series of books, you know, steampunk, but cyberpunk, you know?
Yeah.
But no, I like the video. I like the idea, the message of it. And I enjoy the art direction. And of course, I actually enjoyed the choreography. It was trippy. There's a lot of it.
So why was he whistling in the beginning?
I don't know. That's the one thing I don't know. It was really creepy. He was setting it up to be kind of creepy. I know that maybe in their mind it was like, no, this is romantic connection, or this is a realistic connection.
Like Kill Bill.
But it felt more like a horror movie because his eyes didn't move. So it was like, Like if it did that, I'd have been like, oh my God, why? But no. I don't know. I don't know why he did that.
Somebody knows. Whoever knows, tell us.
Well, we're going to get 16 different explanations, but they're not all going to be
If two are the same, that person and the other person are correct.
If 4 are the same, then that means it's the real message. Well, if we went by that logic, then life and history would be a game of telephone.
Hey, we know history is written by the winners.
And sometimes tried to be rewritten, not the losers, just crazy people. The earth is flat.
It's always been flat.
It's always been flat. You're going to fall off the edge of the earth.
That's why cruise ships don't go that way.
Yeah, right. Well, you see, the curvature of the earth is... No. There's cameras that have filmed the rotating earth. Oh, that's an agenda to prove. What's the agenda to prove? Textbooks are wrong and it's too expensive to replace them. I'm like, that's a stupid agenda. That's a stupid agenda. No, it's so they can control us. Why? So you don't fall off the edge of the earth? I think they'd be happy at this point if that happened.
Like, you know what? You and Yao, yep. Just go ahead.
I mean, since we're at this point, let's be honest about it. Anybody who wants to say, well, we can prove it. Prove it. Yeah. I want you to fly off the edge of the earth and then somehow go. I want you to record that fucking shit. I want to see it. No, you can't, because it doesn't exist. It can't happen. Well, no, it's just planes when they get to the edge. It's harder to like get around it. Why? You gonna tell me gravity? You gonna tell me gravity?
That's right.
You know how gravity works? Because I've seen people who are like, well, this is how gravity works. And what on planet Earth, mind you, with gravity, have been like, I'm gonna dunk this sponge, this ball sponge in water, and then I'm gonna put it on a string and I'm gonna twist it and watch that water fly off. I'm like, where's your gravity there? Dumbass. You have a light sponge, okay? A light sponge that is filled with water, which gravity is forcing down to the earth. You then spin it quickly. Light sponge. Spin quickly. That means all the weight that is spinning that ball, the centrifugal force, is going to affect the heavier elements, not the fucking sponge. It's going to affect the water. So what will happen? Water's gonna fly off because you got gravity hitting it. You morons. It's so basic and understand. I'm sorry, I'm going on a tangent, just wrecking flat earthers' moronic sensibilities. But I mean, because it's literally like, okay, the earth is super heavy and we got some water on it, some deep oceans, things like that. Well, why doesn't the water fly off? Well, I'm telling you why. The earth is moving extremely quickly, but not so fucking quickly that shit flies off. You're supposed to be intelligent human beings, and you really think the earth is flat. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how sad your life can be that you're gonna fight something as basic as that. I mean, what's the end game? What do you gain?
Just
we were right.
Yep. Yeah, that's it.
We were right.
I knew it all alone.
The earth is flat. What does that change? Well, the science books will be different. Okay. So?
That one chapter.
Well, the scientific community can't use this to what? Use it to take over the world? With ideas of round earth? Mm-hmm. You're a fucking idiot. Earth would be like, yeah, we're right. So that means we get all the money. What money? we don't get all the money? No, we get all the power. What power? Want to write the textbooks for science? Yeah. Is that all we get? That's all it fucking involves, you dummies. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure you hit ring the bell notification so you know when new videos are coming out. I'm cutting out the whole conversation I just had just because it wasn't BTS appropriate. Well, it was, but it wasn't. Like, we weren't talking about BTS, we were talking about flat earthers, and it just made me so angry that I got hyper violent. And
you broke stuff.
Broke your soul. Yep.
It broke my heart.
He broke it in my nose. I need to watch that movie again. That was funny. But yeah, better health, better wealth, my friends. Enjoy the next couple of videos and make sure to send in to email, check my links and stuff like that. But send in comments or an email describing your dumbest superpower.
Oh yeah.
Not your dumbest superpower, but like, you know, the name, background, origin story of a practical, useful, but dumb superpower. Like having the ability to produce oil slicks so you can slide on concrete or sand or whatever else. I mean, you'd be a really good skater or a DoorDash delivery person who's amazing. Like that would be like your best use.
Way of the month, every month.
How do you stop criminals? I just get there really quickly. Well, how do you stop them? If they slip on my slick.
Yeah, I got to get in front of them. That's the problem. If I can't get in front of them, I can't do nothing.
Then you're puddle man. Better have a jetpack. That way you go quicker than them. You're not just. That's not quicker than someone who has super speed. Yeah, exactly.
I'm coming.
Somehow he's outrunning me. Anyways, but yeah, send those to us, the best ones. We already have 6 and another 2 ideas, but 6 from you guys. But you could top someone out if you come up with something creative. So go ahead and send that to us. You can either send it, just look at our links, check in the links in the description, and you'll be able to send us what you need. Okay, we'll talk to you later. You guys have a great day. Yeah, love you guys. Bye. But yeah, it was weird, dude. I walked outside and went, oh, chill. And I was like, why can't it be like this inside my house? I was like, well, open your windows, Joel. They're painted shut, guys. Like every apartment is that was built in 1983.
10 layers of paint.
Yeah. 10 layers of paint. I mean, if you have a water leak, don't worry about it. You know, you've got literally a paint condom on the inside of your walls. It'll just hold that bubble. And you could literally pat while it's just big old bucket of water just chilling in a bubble. And then when it does burst, you'll be on the toilet and it'll be the worst experience of your life. A funny one to talk about, but a horrible experience when it's happening.
Sounds like you've gone through some of these things.
Oh my goodness. There was one that was pretty funny, and it was in a newer apartment complex where a leak had happened from the roof, and it was just a small, tiny leak. And it just created a water titty on the side of this little tiny wall. This little wall part that's like at the front of the wall, you know, like here's the wall and the front of it right here. And it's just a little water titty. It was created at the top. And it slowly moved down, creating ripples and leaving ripples the whole time. It was like watching evolution happen. And it was just going all the way down. And you could tell when the paint was a little bit thin at some parts, because then it would spring a leak. And then the water titty got smaller as it went down. And I was like, so I just got mold underneath that paint, right? Because this was a newer apartment complex. So if it would have been an apartment complex like this, I mean, that water bubble wouldn't have moved. It would have sat there and just grown like a tumor.
Don't worry, I got it right here. I got it. It ain't
Because
moving.
there's so much paint. It's like a thick shell, like a candy coated shell. Don't eat it. It's lead. No, I don't. Well, they have lead based paint because this has been around since 83. They've just painted over it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that lead stuff didn't happen till what? It was the 80s, wasn't
That
it?
was 70, was it 76 when it ended? 76
So this
or
place
78.
could have avoided the lead based paint.
Quite possibly.
There were still people using it in the 70s,
Yeah,
though,
of course.
and in the 80s. You know that
It
for a
depends
fact.
on how they pay to get the work done.
I got it from Merrill. He makes the colors in his backyard.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a prime possibility. What is that paint called? I don't want to say. Earl's paint.
Like, you're paying cash, right? Yeah.
Yeah. You're paying cash. Oh, I'm not responsible for any cancers you accrue.
No receipts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No paper trail. I mix it up in my bathtub. Here. What color you want? Fuchsia. I already have that in the bathtub. You might get that again. Yeah. That's creepy. I'm going to cut that all out. It's boring. But we're going to be checking out BTS DNA. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell notification so you know when new videos are coming out. Let's go ahead and check this out. Doesn't look too violent.
Doesn't look too violent.
Big hit. Big hit. That's super creepy. Okay.
Gotta click that. Subtitles.
I'm an idiot.
Are you good? It kept going.
No, we got to do it at the beginning. Super